Gakupo, also known as Gakupoid, comes from the name Gaket and the abbreviation of Vocaloid, Poid. He was almost one of the main Vocaloids, but throughout the 2010s, his popularity slipped dramatically. What happened? Let's get into it. Hello everyone! Yes, I tried a bit of a different intro today. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but that's the way we're going. Now, if I mispronounced Gakupo's name for this entire video, I am so sorry. Unlike every other Vocaloid, I haven't heard his name said as much, so I could definitely be mispronouncing it. Aside from that, let's get into it with that disclaimer in mind. So let's quickly go over some basic facts. Gakupo was released in the V2 era on July 31st, 2008 as the second sort of main male voice bank for a Vocaloid. He also had a V3 release in 2012 and another release for V4 in 2015. He never got an English voice bank though. As for his character item, it is an eggplant. He is a meme, if not anything else, and this eggplant has stuck around, even making it into some of his figures. Now, unlike Meiko and Kaito at the time, he took on a more traditional Japanese look, having more of a samurai-based look. He had this long white kimono, I think it's a kimono, once again, I'm sorry, with long, luscious purple hair. And his facial features kind of sway the line between male and female, which was very unique at the time. He was marketed to introduce more professional singers to the Vocaloid, along with his famous professional singer voice bank. He was also marketed with a guidebook on his usage, which could be purchased separately from the software. He was promoted as the first male Vocaloid for V2. And just quickly, from a business side of things, why did he fail? Well, around the same time, Gumi was released, and Gumi became 10 times more popular, with her first couple songs being absolute bangers, of which I cannot pronounce, but there is that one Russian song that is such a slay. And so as time went on, of course, the company started to focus more on Gumi instead of Gakupo. Onto the fandom side of things. Although he was slow to take on from a business standpoint, he was welcomed into the fandom culture, especially into MMD. That is Miku Miku Dance, if you are a newer member to the Vocaloid fandom, as I am. And he could often be seen alongside Kaito and Kagamina Nen and any of the other male Vocaloids. He was also mostly shipped with Kaito and with Luca. He could also be seen alongside Gumi, his bestie, and of course the other male Vocaloids. The 2010s was the time to be in the Vocaloid fandom. Everyone was getting their time to shine, from Miss Neru, who was nothing more than a meme in the beginning, to people like Yaoane and Oliver. Everyone was getting their time to shine in the 2010s, and Gakupo was no different. His most notable work in this time would be the Night series. This would be, Crazy Night and Bad at Night, and all of those songs that sort of connect together to make a story. If you don't know about these songs yet, I highly suggest looking into it. The story is absolutely fascinating, and Gakupo plays a main part in it. So if you like Gakupo, there's a good way to find him. He also had 2 figure releases, which might not sound like a lot, but for a Vocaloid that is not the Kagamines and Miku, that is pretty good. He had his Nendroid and then this other figure that I'm not quite sure what the brand is, but he had those 2. Then the latest notable thing we've seen him in would be Nico Nico 2022, where he made a performance alongside all of the other characters. So what happened? Why don't we see Gakupo around anymore? Well, he wasn't a part of Project Diva, which was almost a killer for any character at the time. Followed by that, he was not put into Project Sekai, although who's surprised by that? We didn't really get anyone. But because of these 2 things, over time he was slowly forgotten about, and as our other voice banks grew more popular and had more updates, Gakupo slowly was forgotten. Don't worry though, he is still around and still releasing songs. He is just not nearly as popular as he was at one point. And that is the short story of Gakupo. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to do one of these about Neru or my personal favorite Vocaloid of all time, Miki. But I know that other people have made videos about them. Maybe not Miki, but Neru has definitely. Otherwise, I will see you all next time, hopefully in a video about Miki or Christmas theme. Bye!